It is my honor to welcome to the Library of Congress EGOT winner, but most importantly, author, Miss Whoopi Goldberg, and the Librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden.
Thank you for that.
Well, you can just feel the excitement.
You have no idea how excited I am. This is extraordinary. This is extraordinary. Thanks. You know.
Okay, we already have call and response.
We got it. Yeah, I love it.
All right,
I love it.
We have it. Well, let me just say, and I think I mentioned to you a little earlier, that we have people here tonight who have never been in the Library of Congress before. But you'll be back.
What I was thinking was that's how it is in most cities. Like, you know, I know the Statue of Liberty because my mom took me to it, but most people have never been. Most people have never been to the Empire State Building, so don't feel too bad.
And now you know. And we have people who have snuck in here. They're trying to be incognito, but I'm going to. Oh, they said they can't hear me. Now you can hear me.
Yes. She said there are some folks who snuck in.
And that's probably why they even muted my mic. Guess who's here? The 10th Archivist of the United States, the first woman, Miss Colleen Shogan. I was walking. She's up in here. In jeans and saying, I'm the Archivist of the United States. So you can see that we are just delighted that you would be here at the Library of Congress.
I'm thrilled. This is never any place I ever thought I could come.
Well, you're here now.
I mean, here.
But part of the reason is this new book,
Yeah.
Bits and Pieces. And it's really, and for those of you who've had a chance to read it first, but it's like a love letter.
Yes.
Right before Mother's Day.
Yes. It's
To
my mom and my brother. Even though it's Mother's Day, it's also to my brother.
And Bits and Pieces. How did that title come up?
Well, because I realized that that's how my memory was working. It's 16, yeah. There's some things that you know are going to disappear after you turn 60. I wasn't anticipating how much I would forget. So I have no idea. I have an idea of what happened. I just couldn't tell you what year it was, because, I have other information in there that I could not access. But I wanted to tell the story of the people who helped to make me who I am. Because people kept saying, where did you come from? Who are your people? I said, well, I don't know. They're just my people. They're my mom and my brother. And so I'm telling about the bits and pieces I remember.
And you've written other books.
Yes.
And it's been a bit of time since your mom passed.
16 for her to be gone, and 11 for my brother.
And so why now? Why?
I'm not really sure. Part of me thought that I should write it because I kept thinking I should feel differently. I should feel it, and I wasn't feeling what I knew I was seeing other people feel in movies, and because that's where we get a lot of our day-to-day acting chops, things we've seen other people do. And I kept waiting for to come, and it wasn't coming. And I figured out about 2 weeks ago why it didn't happen. You want to know why?
Yes.
Well, so, you know, son, she might have said no.
Not tonight.
What I realized was that I wasn't in that deep grieving thing because we'd said everything there was to say. I knew, because something else that happens in the book really changed my life, and I recognized that things happen quickly and can change your life on a dime. And so I always knew that I needed to always let everybody know where I was at, how much I loved them and appreciated them. So it was a habit that my brother and I had that we did with my mom. And so I realized that I had nothing to regret because I'd said it to them. It wasn't, oh my gosh, I should have said this. No, I said it all. So even in the instant moment, they didn't die wondering how I felt. And it is a really good thing. So one of the things that I recommend to people is try to make sure you tell the people in your life who are meaningful to you, what they mean to you. And it's not a bad thing to do each time you see them, because you all know people go, people disappear like that. You know, here today, somebody doesn't know that this is the last time they're going to be at the house or on the train, or, you know, so even in a fight, end your fight with, in spite of everything, I still like you. You know?
Whoopi.
Yeah.
Now
Even
that
in a
takes
fight.
a little bit.
It takes a little bit, but measure that against what it's going to take for you to get over the fact that that person never came back.
Okay.
So balance it. Figure out where that balance is and do your best. You know, do your best. I thank God for FaceTime. Because when it came out, I sent my brother the phone because I wanted him to show my mom how to use it. There are photographs in there that I've taken from the 10-second films that he was, when he was saying, he would say to her mom, okay, say hello. And she'd go, hello, like that.
They're right here.
There it is. Those, yeah. And these are the things. FaceTime is extraordinary. Please use it. You know, please use it. We bitched and moaned for years about the fact that we didn't get what the Jetsons had. We have it in FaceTime. So use it. And you know, you have to.
You can say it.
I know people get really aggravated because they want older folks to get it instantly. They're not going to always get it, and they're not going to always want it. Beat them down. Beat them down. Show them what to do. And once they know, they go, oh, I can do this. Then they don't want to be bothered by you. But then, of course, they will call at 2 a.m, as my mom would occasionally do.
Was it an accident?
Except, yes, but this is all I'd see. How do you know that I said that? Are you watching me? What's your name? Rodney. You're doing a great job.
There are some wonderful photos, and one, and I really, when people look at this photo, that's you.
That's me, but that's really my mom. Yeah.
That's Mom.
Yeah.
Because the other part that really came through was you called her a magician.
Yes.
Because you couldn't figure out how she did certain things.
I couldn't figure out how old she was. Let's start with that. I would say, Ma, how old are you? And her response was this: why do you want to know? Because it's your birthday, and I want to, and she said, but I still don't understand why you want to know. And she would talk to you like that until you thought, I'm not asking any more questions, because my mother answered questions with a question. Yeah.
And it would just go back and forth.
No, because I figured out much later when I started to do it, that it's a tactic. It's a tactic made to annoy your kids to the point where they'll stop. Because they don't know what to say. They can't cuss you out. Girl, are you late? And you got gorgeous blue hair. You think I wasn't gonna see you? So we talked about a lot of stuff. We'll catch you. We talked about my mom. Talk about how great he is while he's signing to everybody. You missed it, but it's good. We'll catch you up.
Oh, my goodness. You will. Well, one of the mysteries, I have to go back to your mom as a mystery, was the Christmas situation.
Yes. My mother, 10 days before Christmas, things began to happen in our house. There used to be a glass cleaner that was pink and thick, but during the holidays, they would always include stencils. So you could dab it on, so you'd have these stencils on your window. Here comes some more late folks.
Now, to be fair,
Yeah, they
were in the overflow.
They were in overflow.
Say that. You do want to say that you were in the overflow, bro. I'm trying to help them out.
I see y'all, right? I know you think you're sitting in the dark, but I can see you. Welcome.
We tried.
We talked about a lot of stuff. We'll catch you up.
Ask her.
My mother we would wake up, my brother and I, and suddenly all of the windows would be stenciled. And she never said anything about it. It was just going on about her day like she hadn't been up all night doing it. Then the next day, we'd get up in the morning and there'd be a naked tree in a thing. And we're both thinking, how did she get the tree up here? Did she do it by herself? Because she never got like little Charlie Brown trees. My mother got trees. And the day after that, it would be decorated. And then the day after that, there'd be something else. Until Christmas Eve, when my brother and I's heads would be like this, waiting for Santa, because my mother kept that alive for us. The magic of the holidays, because when I was a kid, Walter Cronkite on Christmas Eve would inevitably say, and tonight, there is no war happening for tonight. And the comfort that left us with, she wanted to make sure we always knew that these are the times we need to keep kids' magic alive. It's really important. Or Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah, because my mother, she never met a holiday she didn't like. We had everything. We celebrated everything. So she made sure that on Christmas morning, we would get up and it looked like Macy's window. And we don't know because apparently we were poor. I never saw that. She never really talked much about it. And she never put that in our lap. She just made magic for us and let us have that. And that's what I do now. I have a great grandkid who's 10. And she yeah. Listen, my daughter just turned 50 yesterday. I know. It's nuts. Girl, you better turn that phone off and sit down. I see you in the back. You go on, sit on over there. I see you. Here she come. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't tip now. Just boldly walk in. But be bold, girl.
It's the overflow.
That's the overflow. You might as well bring all the overflow in now. We'll
Just
wait.
bring them in.
Just bring the overflow in. Don't drip and drab them. So that's the magic.
That's yours. That's yours. There you go. That's magic too.
Well, you know, whenever you see, now that's magic. That is magic.
What happened to Rodney?
Where did Rodney go? Well, you know what? It's none of my business. Because it's magic.
But we covered that for you.
Well, I always get nervous when things are covered.
Well, but that's...
Well, yeah.
This is a historic...
Well, I don't mind
deal.
drinking up history.
Okay. Well, so your mom, a magician, she shared a lot of life lessons. She talked about being kind to everyone.
Yeah, she thought that was really important. And I think the idea was to be better than a lot of the people she had come into contact with, I think. So kindness was always important. Come on in, y'all. Kindness was always important, and truth was very important to her. Did you see the part where, yeah.
It's in the book.
I know it's in the book. I love the ballet. And so every year, I generally go to see the Nutcracker since I'm a little kid. I loved it. And in the old days, you could get on a bus for like 15 cents and go to Lincoln Center. And so I was able to go, and my mother said, so before you go, clean your room. I said, okay. I didn't realize I was lying. But, so I went in the back, and she went on about her business. You know, she was doing things and probably on her way to school or something. And the bad Karen, because that's my other name, popped up on my shoulder. Said, we'll be back before she even gets home. Come on, let's go. Forget this. Then the good Karen popped up and said, don't do it. Do not do it. Clean the room. It's a problem. I'm just telling you. And both myself and the bad Karen looked at the good Karen and punched her out. And we went on to see the Nutcracker. And it was, as it always is, the sound of the dancers dancing always just thrills me because it's something I can't do. You know, I love things that I can't do. And so I'm for me, it's majestic to see that then the tree comes down and all the rat gets bigger, the whole thing happens. And so I'm satiated, and I go home and I get on the elevator and I get to my door and I go to, I have no key. And the door is locked. I have lost the key, which means I did not clean my room, and I might be in a little trouble. So I wait. I actually think of ways to crawl onto the face of the building, because I live on the 6th floor, so I just knew I could creepy crawl, get to an open window, and then find my way up and into the apartment, then I could do what I needed to do. Because kids are dumb. You couldn't even open the window. But I was trying to, and I couldn't get to my brother because I didn't know where he was, and I knew I was screwed. And then I see my mother coming. She's this big. But this is what I see. Con, 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 con. And I watch her walk around, and she comes around the corner, then I see that she comes into the building, and then she comes up on the elevator. She opens the door and she says, "Karen." And I say, "Ma." She says, what are you doing out here? I said, I think, I don't know, I lost my, I don't know. And now she's made her way over to the door. And you know that song, so high, can't get over it, so low, can't get under it, so wide, can't get around it, oh, bless my soul. This is what is happening to my mother. I try to get past her, she's this big. I try to get under her, she's that big. And she is in the way, my way. Because I know in my mind, because I'm dumb, that if I can get past her, I can get to the back, clean the room, she'll never know. But she knows something's up. So she's taking her time. And I'm trying to get around her, and she says, "Karen, you said, why you feel so jumpy? Are you all right?" I said, yeah. I'm good. She said, and how was that? How was it? I said, "Oh, it was great, Ma. It was wonderful, Ma." She said, "Oh, I'm so glad." So now we're in the house. She gets to the closet before I do, which means that she's opened the door, which has blocked my way to my room. And she says, "Oh," she said, "I'm so glad you had a good time." And she opens the door and she takes off her coat, and I see a braided leather belt that my brother made at Arts and Crafts when Arts and Crafts used to be in the parks. Yeah, in the old days, you used to be able to make pot holders and, pot holders. Like for a pot, a real pot that you turn on. And you'd make all these kind of wild things. And my brother made a belt. Such a smart choice. And now my mother turns to me again and she says, "So Karen, you did clean your room before you left, right?" And I say,
No.
now my brain is freaking out because it's saying, "You had a shot. We could have got it out of this. Now you've made it worse. What are you doing? You remember that bad Whoopi? Says, don't worry about it. She's got it. We got this handled. And so my mother says, so, are you sure you cleaned everything up? Because I just know that sometimes people don't do what they're supposed to do. I said, I did. Two, it's kind of like Peter when they say, hey, weren't you hanging out with Jesus? And Peter knows that they know that he was hanging out with Jesus. But does Peter say, yeah, I know him, what of it? No. Peter says, I don't know him. Me and Peter. So my mother said, I'm so glad you cleaned it up. I'm just gonna go in the back and see it. I can see it, right? Yeah. So she goes back there. And she saunters out of my room. And she says, oh, Karen. She said, I am so sad that you did this way. And I'm thinking, yeah, me too. She says, because I now have to beat your behind. And she said, I want you to understand why I'm doing this. You know, okay. She said, the lie you told was too easy to prove as a lie. And I want you to remember never to do that again, because the next person you do that to might kill you because you lied to them. So I'm going to beat your behind so you don't forget. And I have to tell you, I mostly have kept to that. Not all the time, but for the most part, I try not to lie. For the most part. Ah, now I see how you did it.
You saw it. You caught it. You caught it.
I caught it this time.
Now, your mom, I mean, it is a love letter, and we fall in love with your mom.
Good.
She was and you know, for me, she was a big reader.
Yeah. She loved books. She loved books.
And she encouraged you. And then when you had
Yeah.
a reading challenge,
Yes, I have dyslexia. And in the old days, you know, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they didn't really have a word for it. Except they would just say, you know, you're not trying or you're not applying yourself. And my mother knew that wasn't true. She knew I was learning, but I was learning differently because I could remember everything. I just couldn't figure out what was on the boards. And numbers are bad for me, and letters. But I'm better with the letters now because I've done it for a while. But the numbers still, I hate numbers. And they hate me. Yeah.
But she encouraged you to go to museums.
Well, because I said I wasn't going to go back to school. I left school after the 8th grade because it was hard. It was too hard, and you know, it really, I think what really was happening is I was a little bit embarrassed. 5 minutes? Damn.
But question and answer.
Yeah. But I left school, and so she said, I will not have you ripping and racing in these streets. So you and I will sit down and we'll figure out where you're going to go and how we're going to work this. And so I went to the Museum of Natural History, the giant library on 42nd Street, because in those days you could get free lectures. You could go, I mean, it was wonderful. You could get all this great information, and as long as I told her what I'd gathered that day, she was comfortable with how we were doing it. And that was great. So I have to tell you, she also, my mother had a nervous breakdown when I think I was 7 or 8. And her father and her husband gave the hospital, Bellevue Hospital, permission to give her shock treatments for 2 years. So, because I was a little kid, those days they did not let you go see people, or grown folks in the hospital. They didn't answer questions, and they didn't let you in on what was going on. And so when my mother came back, we knew she was a little bit different, but we didn't really get what was happening, but we went with it. My brother is 6 years older than I am, and my dad came and looked after us and our cousin. And then years and years later, I said to my mother, one of the things I have to tell you is that for me, when you got ill, it really changed my focus into understanding that things can happen overnight. You will not always have the information you need, and it helped me a lot understand what was coming. And she said, "Can I tell you a secret?" And whenever somebody says, "Can I tell you a secret?" it's something you just are not prepared for. And what she said to my brother and I think my brother was in his early 50s, I was probably in my late 40s. She said, "I didn't know who you two were when they brought me back." But because she decided she was never, ever, ever going to go back, and she was going to give no one a reason to mistakenly send her back, she said if they had told me that the sky was orange and I looked up and I saw it was blue, I was going to say it was orange. I was going to do whatever I needed to do to never get taken back to a hospital. Now, what I know now is that had I not said that to her, we never would have known. We never would have known. And the one thing that makes me the saddest, but she worked it out, was that she lived with this for almost 40 years without telling anybody, by herself, alone. She never shared it, and she was remarkable for that, because we never knew. We taught her who we were. We taught her about the neighborhood. We taught her about us as individual kids. And she was incredible, as was my brother, so good looking.
Yes,
I don't say much
noticed
about
that.
him. You noticed that, huh? Can I tell you a quick story? Yeah. Can I tell you a quick story about Clyde? So my brother, for some reason, not for some reason, he was really great looking, apparently. Yeah, because I looked at him as my brother. But other people looked at him and he was like a snack. So
Yeah, his picture.
yeah. When
turned.
you see in the book, you'll see what I'm talking about. So because my brother became my driver, I always bless the unions for this. They allowed him to become my driver on set. And so because I've shot so many movies in so many states, my brother loved to drive, so he would drive everywhere. He loved it. So we had 3 or 4 memorials for him. One in Berkeley, which is where he lived. One in LA, which is where he loved to come and hang out. One in Manhattan. And we did another one, I can't remember where it was. San Francisco. So we're there, and people are coming up and they're saying, "Oh, it's so hard this way." Yeah, no. And a lady came up and said, "I don't know if you know this, but Clyde and I were gonna move in together. And it's so, like, I wish I had met you before, but I didn't. But, you know, this is so hard for me. And I was like, yeah, no, I know it's hard for me too. And I said, well, I'm so glad you came. And she said, I'm so glad I got to meet you and everybody. About 20 minutes later, here comes another one. And she says, I don't know if you know this, but Clyde and I were going to move in together. And then, and I said, no, I didn't know, but I'm so glad you're telling me. Thank you. And my daughter comes up behind me and she says, did she just say the same thing the other one said? I said, yeah, I think so. And she said, well, who is this coming to us now? And sure enough, I don't know whether you know this or not, but Clyde and I were going to, yeah. So now, that's just Berkeley. We go to LA. Sure enough, 2 more show up and say, oh, I don't know if you know this, but Clyde and I were so close, we were gonna get, you know. And I said, no, I didn't know that. And so I met her and the other lady, and then we came to Manhattan, and there were like 3 there. And he managed to never have any of them meet each other. They all believed that he was their one and only, because when he spoke to you, you were the only person he saw. He was also a stunning human being who loved women. Women loved him. And he used to use me as his puppy dog. Because he'd take me someplace to, you know, and women would say, hey, can I have some? Hi. I'd be signing and be like, what are you talking? You don't really want this autograph, do you? Yeah, Clyde Lady Clyde. It was the best. Get the book.
He's in there.
He's all up and down there.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
She's telling us to wrap it up, but I
see
think
that.
we had some questions
Okay.
from the audience.
I've got it right here.
And there's I know, we're mysterious.
So we are cutting close on time, so we're only going to have time for 2 questions from the audience. So I'm going to try to sum these up. You want your book signed, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm combining 2 of these questions. What thing or things encourage you to keep going during times of struggle, and what keeps you positive during some ups and downs?
That's a lot.
What was the? Tell me.
Oh.
Tell me the.
What keeps you positive during ups and downs?
What keeps you positive?
You really want to know?
No. This is Washington.
Yeah. It's legal here.
Don't be a hearing.
What? I'm sorry.
Well, there we go.
I'm sorry.
Well, there we go.
And there we are.
Okay, next question.
All right, next question. What historical figure would you love to play next? Or whose story would you love to tell?
Well, that's the one I probably will tell. But the one I always wanted to do and probably will not actually get to do is Eleanor of Aquitaine. Yeah, I started out as a straight actor, not a comic.
Well, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I know everybody's anxious.
You might.
Okay.
Yeah. You got one more?
More.
All right.
We know you're an avid audiobook reader or listener.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, what great books have you read or listened to recently?
I'm
We are
now
librarians, so we
listening
have
to
to ask.
Will and Ariel Durant's History of Civilization. And I am desperately waiting for Stephen King's new book because I can't make a move without him. And I have my friends here. I wanted, what's the name of Izzy's book? The Rainbow Parade.
Yeah.
And that's about a friend of ours. She's about that big, that wide, and her name is Izzy. And she's trying to help young kids recognize that we're all valuable in the world. So that's the last thing I read. Can you order that?
Pre-order.
You can pre-order it.
Please pre-order.
Released in 2 weeks.
Because so many people
Yes.
pre-ordered your book.
Yes.
And it's sold out and
Yeah.
everything, but we have copies here.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll sign
And before we go,
Yeah.
we did get a chance to show you some of the treasures.
Yes, you did.
And we knew that your mom, that song, Who Can I Turn
Who
To?
Can I Turn To?
And we showed you that. And
Yeah.
so they made a copy for you to take with you.
Thank you. That's.
And it's got the other side. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me come.
Oh, yeah.